Welcome to Serious About Rugby League. Today on the agenda we're going to predict the results for this weekend's Challenge Cup sixth round ties. Ian, we'll start with you first up. Your beloved Hull FC in action against Castleford on Friday. Is this going to be you guys progressing or...?
I'm going for Hull in this. I just think, having looked at it, thankfully they've actually just published the squads, and I'm looking at them. I just think, we've got far too much strength for Castleford. With the players that we've got back this week, the likes of Albert Kelly and Mark Sneed, etc. I just think them minus McShane, and obviously they haven't got Luke Gale at the moment, all the rest of it. I just think we'll have too much for them, certainly at home.
Jason, are you tending to agree?
Yeah, I fancy Hull to win. They seem to have a lot of players that have made miraculous recoveries this week.
What you mean, a bit like Leeds in 2017 for the semi-final?
Well, Castleford this season though, they've had injuries pretty much all year, but recently
is the big one.
Yeah, well, he's missing, but they've dropped off. But against Wigan earlier in the year at home, they were missing all kinds of players, and they managed to come back and win that one. There's no way you can see them get anywhere near
I think
Hull.
Wigan in that game lost a lot as well. I think they were struggling to field the side in the second half, which might have boosted that result for Cass. I fancy Hull. I think Hull will be waiting for this game at home.
Right. One thing I forgot to mention as well, the loser this week has a forfeit. So Ian, a Hull fan, Jason, a Saints fan, whoever predicts the least amount right will have to change their profile picture to the badge of the opposing team. Do you fancy having a Saints badge as your profile picture, Ian?
No, not really, because my profile picture is very precious to me at the moment. my great auntie Ada in there, but yeah, I'll do it for a day.
Jason, will people be confused if you have a Hull badge?
I'm confident I'm going to win, so it's alright.
Fighting talk, so we move on. So next up, Wakey against Widnes. Super League against Championship. Widnes, they're 11th in the Championship at the moment, but they had that points deduction. They've come back, they've won a few games. Can they go to Wakefield and get anywhere near them, Jason?
I think they'll put up a good show, but no, I don't see them beating Wakefield. Wakefield win by a couple of scores, 16-20 points, something like that.
Well, the bookies have actually given Widnes 18 started. Do you think that's about right? Are you going for Wakefield as well?
Yeah, I'll go for Wakefield. I just think Wakefield is an awkward place to go at the best of times, isn't it? It's an awkward ground to go to when, a Championship side going to a Super League side. I just think Wakefield at home will probably just have a bit too much for them. I'm not saying it'll be by 18 or 20 points, but I expect Wakefield to win, shall we say, with room to spare.
Yeah. Well, next up we've got an interesting one actually. It's an all-championship tie between Dewsbury and Halifax. The results this year have actually been quite similar. There's only two places between them in the championship. Dewsbury in 10th, Halifax now without Richard Marshall are in 8th. I'll come to you on this one, Ian. Which way do you see this going?
Well, do you know what? This is an awkward one. This is really awkward because obviously Halifax now minus Richard Marshall. You just wonder what sort of reaction they're going to get to that. And Dewsbury, it's at Dewsbury, so it could be awkward. However, I am going to come down in favour of Halifax. I think they've probably just, because they beat Super League opposition in the last round, didn't they? So I think they'll probably just have a smidgen too much for Dewsbury. So yeah, I'll go for Halifax.
What about you, Jason? Obviously, given the weather this week, we've had quite a lot of rain. Yeah, the pitch at Dewsbury is likely to not be in the best condition, but the bookies tend to go with Ian, just favouring Halifax. Are you agreeing with that? Or?
No, this is the only one I actually think is difficult to predict. So it could go either. I'm just going to back a home win.
Ooh.
Dewsbury to just come
home. Interesting. So next we've actually got another potentially difficult game to call. Super League tie. Salford against Hull KR, Super League tie. Now, Hull KR have struggled in recent weeks. They're now second from bottom in Super League. Salford have in different form but find themselves in 6th. How do you see this one going, Jason?
Yeah, I fancy Salford might target a cup run. I fancy Jackson Hastings will run this year. Yeah, I think they'll win. I think they'll win comfortably as well.
Ian?
Do you know what? I'm not so sure. I'm sorry. I'm going to tip Hull KR here.
I'm gonna clip that out, right, and I'm gonna put it everywhere on social media.
I just think Rovers. I mean, they gave St Helens a good go last week, didn't they? And I just think if they can keep that sort of momentum going, I can see them going and getting a result at Salford. I mean, my team went there the other week and nobody thought we'd get a result against them because we'd conceded 60 odd points the week before, and we went and got a win. And I just think Rovers are one of those teams that they're just one of those teams that will turn up and upset the apple cart now and again, and so I fancy Hull KR in that.
Interesting. Now you backed an upset in that one. Are you going to back an upset in this one? Bit of a romantic tie, this one. Bradford v Leeds, not played each other for quite a few years now. The derby is back. The airport derby is back. Leeds now without David Ferner as head coach, Richard Agar going there. Do you think they'll overcome Bradford?
No, I don't think they will. I think Bradford will beat them because I think Bradford are in. They've been in some decent form in recent weeks. They gave Toronto a good go on their own midden last week, didn't they? And I can just... The thing is, losing can become a habit, and Leeds have had that habit quite a bit this season, and so I can see Bradford just turning Leeds over just because of the romantic nature of it, and I just think that'll galvanise Bradford, and so I'm going to go for Bradford.
That's interesting, Jason.
Yeah, I can only see it being a game if it's poor conditions. If not, I fancy it. If it's a bit dry, I fancy Leeds to win well. I think Leeds is far too good for them.
Well,
even though they're playing poorly, but I think the quality will be too much for Bradford.
Well, the bookies are actually giving Bradford near enough a 17-point start in this one.
Yeah,
so
I'd go Leeds by about 20.
I mean,
on a nice day.
That's quite a differing view there. Ian back in Bradford. Jason thinks Leeds by 20. Now, I can't see you disagreeing on this one. Catalans v Doncaster. The reigning Challenge Cup holders.
Against our Joel Reg club that's coached by the great Richard Hall.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'll come at you on this one first, Jason. Near enough a 50-point start Doncaster again. Do you see them getting within that?
It depends how Catalan take the game. They'll win. They'll win well. But it's up to Catalan really how many they win by. Will they really throw 100% into it? No. Yeah, it's not going to be a battle.
You say, I take it you're going first.
Yeah, I'll go for Catalan. Again, I suppose in some ways, again, it depends which Catalan team turns up. They should win, and they should win it very comfortably. However, it's the Challenge Cup, and funny things often happen in it, but not that funny.
No. Right, next up, lads, is an interesting tie actually. Warrington last year's beaten finalists to take on Wigan at the Halliwell-Jones Stadium. Now, on league form, you would think Warrington should have too much for Wigan here, but this is a one-off game, and Adrian Lamb, Adrian Lamb's going to get his players pumped. Ian, what do you think?
The head says Warrington, the rest of me says Wigan, because Wigan is synonymous with the Challenge Cup, aren't they? Whereas Warrington is synonymous with choking. Do you know this is a difficult one to call. Do you know what? I'm going to go for Wigan. I'm going to go for Wigan just because it is Wigan in the Challenge Cup. They're a completely different entity in the Challenge Cup to everybody else, aren't they? They've won it 19 times. you know, and if they're looking to really turn around the season, and they're getting there, they're starting to do that. They've got a few wins on the bounce. I know they were dreadful against London, but they did what they needed to do and they got over the line. I'm gonna tip Wigan for this, because I think Warrington are just they're just Warrington.
Now, I think if we're going on form with your predictions, Ian, you might as well change your profile picture now. Jason,
I think Warrington will beat them.
do you think it'll be a comfortable win?
Yeah, I think probably be poor conditions this weekend. Bit of a battle, but yeah.
Do you not
2
think,
to 3 scores, I think Warrington will win.
Do you not think Lamb's going to get his players up though, Challenge Cup? Will they not be up for it?
I
One
watched
off
them against
game.
London. It's like the half backs are just not at it at the moment. They've got a lot of issues, Wigan. Whereas Warrington, I think, will turn up this weekend.
Right. Well, last but not least, your team St Helens travel to Huddersfield. A potential banana skin, I think. Huddersfield struggling in Super League, but again, we say at the Challenge Cup one-off game, anything can happen. I'll take it that you might be tipping Saints. So.
Yeah, it's a ground that we don't always do amazing on. But I think we'll turn them over this weekend.
But how do you see it going? Do you think Huddersfield they'll come out?
Good hour. I reckon they'll have a right go for it. We'll come home. Last 20 minutes, pull away. A few scores win.
Ian?
Yeah, I think St Helens quite comfortably. I would say by 20 to 30 points, probably. I think they've just got far too much for Huddersfield. Huddersfield can trouble them if they turn up, but I just think St Helens a lot more comfortably than what the bookies are saying. I just think there's far too much firepower for Huddersfield. Right,
so that's a lot. I mean, you disagreed on what three of the 8 games.
Like
Ian's
that.
going full car against Salford, Halifax against Dewsbury, and Bradford against Leeds.
And Wigan
Wigan.
Warrington.
Oh wow, you've really gone. If you put Ian's tips in an accumulator, you'd be absolutely loaded. But you never know. Like we say, this is the Challenge Cup. This can happen.
Can I just say how brave I must be to be sat in a Hull shirt in Leeds predicting Bradford to beat Leeds?
In a Hull shirt, tipping Hull KR to win as well.
I know. Terrible, isn't it?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. If you want to check out Ian's Facebook,
there's lots of news on there.
Right, guys, thanks for that. Let us know your predictions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.